Hello, my amazing fellow empire builders. It is I, Kimberly Spencer, certified high performance coach, business strategist, and founder of crownyourself.com. And I am here with a massive truth bomb smackdown that I hope and pray, I truly hope and pray that this will serve you so powerfully to achieving success in 2019, because that is my deepest goal for you, is for you to be able to profit and thrive from the business that you are looking to build, from whether it's right now just a side hustle, or maybe you have a couple things that you have this idea, or you really would love to step into that space and be that CEO badass girl boss that you have inside of you. Whatever it is, I want to give you this powerful, loving truth bomb smackdown as to 13 reasons why your business isn't making any money or is making very little money. And here is why. Because for 2 years, I dabbled in my business. I had the idea for Crown Yourself on my honeymoon. That was in 2014. I had this amazing idea, and I was so excited and so proud of it, and I had no idea what to do. Like, literally no idea what to do. Like, nada. And so I was also coming off of owning a prior business where I'd created all of these limiting beliefs and fears. And what that caused was it prevented me from really turning pro, as we say in my industry, and stepping into that space of CEO and business owner and really owning that position. And so it took me 2 years and a pregnancy. And let me tell you, that's the hard way, because building a business while pregnant and giving birth is quite challenging, navigating the waters of motherhood and navigating the waters of really, truly scaling a business. But I am here to tell you it is not impossible. And it is totally possible for you to thrive and make it happen just like I have. So today, I wanted to give you 13 reasons why your business is not making any money yet, or making very little money. And let's flip that and change that in 2019, shall we? So, reason number 1, you have no products, services, affiliates, packages, nada. If you don't have anything that you're selling, whether it's a service or a product, then you ain't got a business. You got a hobby. If you have no packages, no products, no services, you ain't got a business. It's a hobby. It was so good, I just had to say it twice. Number 2, you're not taking any action. And I know you're like, Kim, you don't understand. I am so busy. I am working on this business so hard. I have put so much love into it. And I'm like, yes, I get it. But if you aren't making any money from it, or you aren't making much money from it yet, you're doing all the things, but nothing is actually creating the momentum of getting you clients. Like, you're doing tons of things. Like I did this as well in my business early on, before I really turned pro, as I say. I was building a fancy website. I was designing a logo. And that website was expensive too. I was building a fancy logo. I was posting on social media. I was doing photo shoots. And that all was so fun. You know what was not fun? Not having any clients or customers. So that is why it's step 2, is you're taking action, but you're taking action on all the wrong things, or you're putting too much focus on certain things that aren't income producing, or maybe income producing in the long run, but they aren't actually income producing right now. Number 3, you are building your business on somebody else's platform, i.e. YouTube or Facebook groups or something like that. You're building your business around that. Now, while I love Facebook groups, I love YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. You may be watching this on there. I later on. I have a Facebook group. You can join my Crown Yourself coaching group. I have my groups for my packages, for my programs. But if you're building your business on somebody else's platform and waiting for that platform to then give you income in return, like for example, you want to step into the YouTuber influencer space. And so you are creating that YouTube channel and all you're hoping for is like, come on, YouTube, bring me that monetization. Because now, recently in 2018, YouTube changed their laws and now you have to achieve a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of hours watched on your channel before you can monetize. Now that was different back then, but now that's the case now. So if you don't have, I think it's 4,000 subscribers and 1,000 hours of videos watched by said subscribers or anybody, then your channel is not yet making money. Now here's the problem with that. YouTube can change their parameters at any time. They can change their parameters from 4,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers because every year more and more people are jumping onto YouTube to use that space to build their business. So ideally, if you're waiting on another business or there's that edge that you're riding. So if you're building your business on the platform of another business, that business can change their rules and bylaws like YouTube did in early of 2018. And suddenly you're up, you know what creek without a paddle, or like, again, back in the struggle of trying to find more subscribers and putting up more beautiful videos. Number 4, you don't have any systems. You don't have any systems or funnel or ways to enroll people or sign them up for your products or packages or services. You don't have any systems in place. Number 5, no clients or customers. Now this can go back to number 1. If you don't have any products or services, then how could you have clients or customers? But this can also go back to having no systems as well. The thing is that you want to have some sort of lead generation, some way to attract clients and customers into your business, and then convert those prospective clients and customers into actually paying you cash money or striping or PayPaling you money for your services or your products in return. Number 6, no boldness. You aren't putting yourself out there in a bold way. I mean, how many, for example, one of my clients that I've been working with for a while, she had recently got engaged, and we were diving into like what her success strategy was with getting engaged. And one of the things was she told everybody about her desire to get engaged. Her now fiance knew, her family knew, her friends knew, they all knew that this was a goal of hers. But when it came to her business, not as many people knew. Not as many people even knew she had a business. And this is very common, something that I do see with a lot of women, a lot of my clients, is that not everybody knows their massive mission, and that's why you created this business in the first place, was to shout it from the freaking rooftops. So shout it from the rooftops and celebrate it with joy and with excitement, the same joy and excitement that you would use if you were getting engaged to that business. Because this is a nice commitment that you're making to your business. So number 7 is you have no offers. So offers, this can go back to having no products or services or packages or anything to offer. If you don't have any of that, you don't have anything to offer. But let's say, for example, you have created maybe some coaching or consulting packages, or you have some amazing products, but you aren't actively offering that to your customer, to your prospective customers, to your tribe, to your Instagram following, to wherever. If you're not putting out the offer, then your business is still an expensive hobby. The thing is that people understand nowadays that everybody's kind of got a thing. Everybody's got a thing, and that's okay. That's totally cool. They're like, oh, you have this thing. Well, I have this thing. This thing could help your thing. Let's either collab or let's you can use my services or join my program, and then I can join your services and use your program. Everybody's got to think. It's totally fine to make an offer, but that also goes back to having the boldness. You got to have number 6. You got to have the boldness in order to be able to make those offers. Number 8, you got no money. And I know this seems a little counterintuitive because you're like, well, this is 13 reasons why your business isn't making any money. And you're like, well, duh, Kim, that's the whole reason why I'm watching this. And I'm like, I get that. But you may have money from a side job or from your main day job. And you've got this business on the side that you're really you'd love to have that providing you with more of an income. But if you haven't invested into that side hustle, into that lovely hobby that you want to turn into a business someday, then you're not really putting your energy into that. And this can be investing in any way. This can be investing in software. When I first decided to turn pro in my business, the first thing I did was invest in a CRM software. I invested in Entreport, of which I am a proud affiliate. And I will have a link in the comments should anyone be interested. That was an offer. So you see how I did that? So if you aren't investing any money into your business, then what happens is that your business isn't reciprocating that energy that you're putting into it. And what happens is when you are putting energy into anything, but you're not getting anything in return, think of it just like with any relationship. If you were constantly calling this guy and you're trying to set up this date and he said he'd call and he said and you were like, okay, come on, I'm waiting on this date. And he never gave you any energy of that in return and never ended up spending time with you and never ended up returning the energy in some way, shape, or form, you'd break it off. You'd be like, dude, well, you never call, you never show up to our dates. Why would I want to support you? The same is true with your business. If you aren't investing in your business and your business isn't investing back in you within the form of cash, Stripe, PayPal, paying customers coming back and having that synergy, that infinity symbol of prosperity circling back to you, then eventually that business isn't going to feel really respected, and it's eventually, you might start to resent it even. And I don't want that for you. You deserve so much better. You also have number 9. You're not asking. Now, Oprah said one of my favorite quotes ever, and I just had my Oprah moment of my favorite quote ever. She said, in life, you get what you have the courage to ask for. So, how often are you asking? And I'm not just saying asking for the sale or asking for the meeting. I'm saying asking for the referral, asking for the interview, asking for the job, for the opportunity, asking for whatever. But you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So you got to ask. You got to make that ask. Number 10. We're already at 10. No consistency. So you take action, but you take action sporadically. And you do the thing. And then you're like, well, I put out one video. Come on. World, notice me. Nonsense. We live in a busy world that has so much information that it's up to you to show up consistently. And here's the thing. Your prospective customer's attention is so freaking valuable. You have to prove that you are worthy. And how you prove that you're worthy of their dollar, of their joining your tribe, is that you show up. You show up consistently, you take action, and then once they see that with you building that relationship, that's when they're like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to her a little bit more. I'm going to follow her. I really like this girl. She's showing up a lot. Number 11. 1. No connection to your vision. How many of you have written your goals in January and haven't taken a look at them until December, and you're like, oh, I had that goal that I wanted to accomplish. Oops. And then you've gone another year without achieving that. Connecting to your vision daily, connecting to your goals daily is key. I used to have that ego where I would also say, hey, I wrote my goals. Why haven't they manifested? Well, I wasn't connecting with them daily. When I started connecting with my vision and my goals daily, that changed everything. Number 12, you are still of the if you build it, they will come mentality. Now, I am all about manifesting. I love manifesting. I think manifesting is amazing, and you can really manifest some amazing things. Manifesting is the flow. It's the, you put it out there, flows back. You also got to put in some hustle, because that is the number one thing that The Secret missed was in like the law of attraction. You can't just sit on your ass on your couch eating bonbons waiting for $1 million paycheck to show up at your door. Like, while that would be lovely, that is not in alignment with the laws of the universe. So you got to get connected to your vision of what you want to create in your life and in your business on a daily level. It is waking up every single morning and reconnecting back to that thing that made you want to start this thing in the first place. And the same is true, and I kind of got lost on number 11, but the same is true for number 12 with the if you build it, they will come mentality, is that by connecting back to that vision, you also know that when you wake up in the morning, you will be taking action. You will be taking action on that vision. I had another client who was saying, oh, well, I want my business to be more validated. And I was like, well, how are you validating it? And after working through some mental blocks, she had wanted to have some more interviews and get some press around her business. So I was like, rock on. How many reporters are you contacting? And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, that's how you also can get interviews. Like, it's lovely to be asked. And I've been asked for interviews, but I got to say, most of the places that I've been interviewed and on how I've gotten into like major magazines was because I asked. Goes back to that in life, you get what you have the courage to ask for. So I had to put that action out there rather than like, if you build it, they will come. I knew, okay, I want to get some more press, some more validity, some more credentials for my business. I would like to get it out there more. So I contacted reporters directly. I contacted them in order to get and submitted to them in order to get my business out there on a grander level. And the same is true with getting clients. The same is true with getting clients. It's rather than that if you build it, they will come and they will just see my magnificent one YouTube video that I posted that one time versus that consistent action. All of these 13 reasons why they all pile and layer on each other and circle back to one another. And number 13 is the biggest one. You're still treating it like a hobby. You're still treating your business like a hobby. Now, why is that? Because you got to be daily in it. And a lot of times, and this is what I've seen with a lot of entrepreneurs, that they have this perception of time and this perception of how much energy and effort they're actually putting into their business, when that's not necessarily the truth. That's how they feel, but feelings aren't data. And I've said that on another video somewhere. I can find it and link it in the show notes. But that feeling is that they are working daily because they're constantly thinking about it. They're thinking about all the things that their business could bring them, or they're thinking about all the things they have to do in their business. And so it feels like you're thinking about it and putting a lot of energy into it. When in reality, like if you tracked your time, which I'm a huge fan of, in reality, you're not really putting that much actual action into your business. which means you don't take it seriously. And that is the key on where your desire to have this amazing business and to create this amazing life for yourself has to be met with a decision. Because until it's met with that decision where you're just like, I'm going to wake up every day and effing decide that this is going to be an amazing business, that this is going to be a business that's going to impact thousands or millions or however many you want to impact, that this is going to be a business that's going to bring in a certain amount of income that's going to support an amazing lifestyle for me and my family. When you make that decision and it aligns with that desire, that's manifesting magic right there. The thing is that when you only have that desire and you're trapped in all those feelings and you haven't yet officially made that decision to step from hobbyist into CEO, then you're living in a delusion of how much effort and energy you're actually putting into your business. You're living in a total delusion of what you're actually doing versus the actual data of how much energy, effort, and action and consistent action you've been taking. How many consistent offers have you been making on a daily basis or on a weekly basis? Because when you track your data to take it seriously, you will see the numbers, and the numbers will shift when you get into that alignment. So let me know in the comments below what your number one takeaway was. I want to know, what is the number one most powerful reason as to why your business has not yet made money or has not yet made as much money as you would desire it to? In the comments below, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you next time. As always, my fellow queens, own your throne, mind your business, and make it rain. Ciao. For more info on how to create a body, business, and life that rules, visit crownyourself.com.